We all know that 2023 has been an epic year for drivers, pardon the pun, because the Callaway Paradigm Triple Diamond has been astronomical for so many golfers, especially a fitted one like this one. So much so I had it in the bag earlier this year and really enjoyed it. Unfortunately, one thing's led to another and I have now realised I'm not that good at golf anymore. I need to practice a little bit is what we're going to say here. But I've since tried or been using the Ping G430, not just any Ping G430, the LST model. Now I really enjoyed this and I think, is this the perfect middle ground for any golfer who wants a nice low spin driver, who wants, let's face it, a forgiving drive? If you look at that club face from recent games that I've been playing, it's not exactly sporadic, but it's not exactly in the middle either. So what we're going to do today, we're going to test it both out here on the golf course against the Callaway Paradigm Triple Diamond. Is it still the best driver of 2023? We're also going to jump in the Golf Zone simulator, test it for numbers. That one. That one. See exactly what you do get on miss hits, what you do get when you absolutely nail it, hopefully. And we're going to see which driver I should potentially have in the bag. Hopefully that might help you decide what driver you should potentially have in the bag. Guys, remember, this is a personal opinion video. Make sure you do go and test them for yourself. Make sure you do speak to your local PGA Pro. Make sure you do go and get fitted if you're going to spend this amount of money or that amount of money on a new driver. Right, which one are we going to go first, Rob?
Ping.
Ping. Ping. So I know a lot of you may be thinking, James, this isn't a fair test because you were in fact fitted for the Callaway Paradigm Triple Diamond over at Callaway in California and they fitted it to exactly your specs. But to be fair, these specs are pretty much exactly the same. We've got hazardous smoke RDX 6.0 shaft in here, very similar to what is in the Callaway Paradigm. I also have this in 9 degrees. I could change the loft if I wanted, but I haven't done. What I love about the LST, to be honest, is that crown. That carbon crown not only looks fantastic, but it also makes the G430 sound and feel just a little bit better, just a little bit more premium than the standard G430, which I first got my hands on earlier on this year. It is a little bit more expensive than the standard one actually, and I can't quite believe that the LST is so different with this carbon fly wrap as opposed to the standard one, but I'm kind of hoping here to not have my best stuff. I say I'm hoping. We're probably not going to have my best stuff, but we're into the wind and I want to see just what differences we see out here on the golf course and of course the numbers on that simulator. We'll just draw it off that right hand bunker for now. Or you know what, we'll just send it straight over the corner with a bit of a knuckleball. That's going to be absolutely massive and you can just about see the strike location there. It's not as bad as those previous ones. It's a tiny bit high on the face, but it is central. Really good. So what I get with this is I do get the forgiveness. I feel like I have been doing anyway. I'll put a couple of drives on the screen from last week when I played with it, but I do get that element of low spin as well. I can get that kind of sub 2000 spin rate with this, which I absolutely love. Let's go another one. We're not just going to hit one hit wonders in today's video. We're going to actually test quite a few and we're going to try and go a similar shot there because I feel like that is just a nice safe shot. The Paradigm Triple Diamond may well not con a few people, but it may well hurt a few people's feelings if you go for a fit-in just in a driving bay, just in an indoor studio and really get yourself going and hit them. You can get insane ball speeds. I was getting like 163, 164 ball speeds when I was properly warmed up and hitting it miles. A lot of the time when we get out on the golf course. Make sure you get fitted properly and then if you can, take it to the course. Not many places will let you do that, but some pros will. Right. That's the one that I really want to test. I've just come out of that a little bit. I've opened the face up a bit. It's still down in the fairway. It's just gone in the right hand rough now. It's still not a bad distance to be honest. And that, I mean, to be honest, I'm really getting some fantastic feedback. I need to clean those balls a little bit, don't I? But that was a little bit toey. I imagine I've still got half decent ball speed there. The spin rate will have been up just a little bit. This is where I think if I would have hit that shot with this bad boy, I might have been struggling. I might have been over on the A61. I think that's what the road is that goes alongside here. I might be wrong. But what I got with this, the Triple Diamond, is really interesting because instead of having the 14 and the 2 gram weight, I actually have a 6 gram weight in the front there and a 10 gram weight in the back. So it's still the same 16 edition, but it's a little bit more kind of neutral. And I really do thank the guys at Callaway for doing that. I've got it sound standard as well, just 9 degrees. So let's hit a couple of shots. Let's see exactly what we can do. Let's hope for a good and a bad one, because that's pretty much what we've had with the Ping. Don't know what I'm doing with these. I've got tees and balls. Let's look at these two clubs down at the ball, because looking at them, you'll see the LS Tech just looks massive compared to that Paradigm, doesn't it? We have got obviously the turbulators on top, and if you really get down there, you can see just we do have two carbon, but we've got a triaxial carbon weave here. And I'm not exactly sure what carbon that is, but it doesn't look like the triaxial carbon weave, although it might be. I'm not too sure, to be honest. The Paradigm is glossy though, as opposed to the Ping G430 is that kind of stealth-like finish, that matted out finish. Some people might like that, some people won't. And then we do have a different carbon on the bottom here, and that is called forged carbon. Yes, got it. I always forgot that when I was doing the reviews. Forged carbon, forged triaxial. Buzzing, right. Same shot. That's the bad one. That's the one where that's exactly the same. Where's it finishing? I'll tell you what, you know, that's done okay. That's done really well. I didn't expect that to be so forgiving. That's probably a little bit further than the G430 was with the same strike. So really pleased with that. I'm going to try and play a draw now, because just to make it fair, that is what I tried to do with the Ping. Then we'll jump in the studio and we'll see what numbers we see. Are numbers important to you guys? Let me know in those comments below. Come on, James, nice big draw. Yes! Yes, how good's that? Why is it that I can't do that when I'm actually playing a match? Because that, I've loved that. I've really enjoyed, to be honest, all those swings. Let's jump in the studio, let's do a bit more testing, then we're going to have a winner takes all on the next tee, because I can't leave here knowing that these are that similar, and it's actually been my fault all along. So this is a comparison I've been wanting to do for quite some time now, as you can well imagine, and I actually swung really well today, and there was a huge difference, I thought, in how both these drivers felt and reacted. Yeah, that one. That one. That was the one that we wanted, guys. That's the one that I want to hit more consistently, and that's the one where I'm not sure if I hit the G430 LS Tech even really well, as good as I can hit it. I don't think it has that in it. I don't think it has that level of performance. Let's have a look at how these numbers do tot up, because I did have some really good ones with the Ping as well. This was kind of what we saw on an average, which is what I would normally see. But looking at the numbers now, a little bit more ball speed with the Paradigm over time. You can see the average carry was 281. That's massive for me, by the way. The average carry for the G430 LS Tech is around what I would expect. Obviously, that really big one is going to put those averages up, but for me there, it really does show that if you smash that Callaway, it really can perform for you. But what if you don't get it? That's my problem. So guys, very interesting numbers there in the studio, and as you can see, we have the two bad shots here. So this was in fact the G430, and that one is in fact the Paradigm. So very similar. The Paradigm's done a little bit better. You can see I've opened the hole up nicely, and I can see another ball up there which will have been that final Paradigm, because I absolutely nailed that. How amazing is it that that's the difference between good shots and bad shots? I believe the G430 should be over there, so let's go and look for it. Oh, in fact no, they're both there. So they're neck and neck, which is very interesting. Winner takes all on the next tee. Right, winner takes all, final hole. We have a TaylorMade number 1. We're switching up with balls as well at the moment, and we have a TaylorMade number 0. The number 0 can be the Callaway, because the 0 represents a C a lot more than the 1 represents the P. I don't know. We're going to go 0 is the Callaway. Let's go. I'm really looking forward to this, because this is my favourite hole on the golf course. It's one which you have to hit a good drive away. You have to be attacking. You can't kind of pat it down there, otherwise it's not a long hole, but you would have a long way in if you didn't quite attack it. I'm going to go right side of the tee and just try and peel off a little bit of a fade, because when I've been playing my best golf, that's the shot I can play. And remember guys, when you are testing a new driver, think about the shots you do play. Like, I really enjoy hitting the big high bomb that I've tried to hit on the second and hit half of the time pretty much. But when I'm playing well, it's generally a little peely fade that gets down there. If I get more ball speed with this, with that peely fade, it's probably going to be the better club for me. The idea is to kind of just miss that tree on the left, famous last words, and get it to come back in the fairway. Where's the wind? Can we tell where the wind is? We're in a bit of a kind of wind shelter here. That's the one. That's the shot that I just really, really enjoy, and that's not going to have a long way in at all. It's come down to the last drive, and that's going to take some beating. The thing is, looking down at this, it does fill you with more confidence, and that's the reason I did go for it really. It wasn't so much, oh, how much ball speed can I get here? What spin rate can I grab out of that there? It was very much, well, that just looks really, really forgiving to get on at. The one thing I don't like is those, like I'm not a fan, turbulators. Right. Ball number one, about to be sent. Very similar, down the right side, same strike, going to be in the rough. This is going to be a very interesting test to get down there and see which one's gone further. This is Callaway is definitely the straightest there. Guys, which one would you have? Let me know in the comments below. Let's see where they are. That is the G430 LST, bang smack in the middle of that fairway, Rob. That is probably one of the best drives I've hit in a very, very, very long time. Not gonna lie, apart from that one up there that I hit earlier with was that the Callaway, Rob? Yeah. We've finished one video, we've started another one. That's insane. That's past the green, and this hole's like 308 yards or something. Right. Let's go and hit some more of these and then talk more about that Callaway.